A few months ago, I made a video exploring the etymology of weird and peculiar bird names. I asked you all if you had any other names you'd like me to explore, and several of you chimed in with suggestions. There's more curiosity to be satiated on this topic, so let's get into the second installment of the meanings and origins of funny bird names. First on the list are swallows. The reasons for how swallows got their name are mixed. Some say that the origins are unclear and disputed. But there was one theory that seemed quite plausible. Old English or Anglo-Saxon is the precursor to modern English and was used from the 5th to the 11th century. It is thought that the word swallow is derived from the Old English word swell, which means to swirl, describing the bird's erratic, swirling style of flight. Alternatively, it could be from an Old Norse word, swalla, which means cleft stick, referring to the forked tail of the barn swallow. And speaking of barn swallow, they are called that because they traditionally build their mud nests against the vertical surfaces of barns. Following in this fashion, cliff swallows nest on the sides of cliffs, tree swallows in tree cavities, and bank swallows burrow into the banks of rivers and streams. Number 2 is the Bananaquit, found from the Caribbean to Mexico to Brazil. They are small and warbler-sized and are in the tanager family. They have an incredible appetite for sugar, piercing flowers to drink their nectar. Their name is said to come from their love of ripe, sugary bananas that had fallen from the stalk. The quit suffix refers to a few small passerines of tropical America. There's also the yellow-faced grass quit and the orange quit. Number 3 is why are American woodcocks nicknamed timberdoodles? No one is completely sure. It would seem logical that they got their name because they're cute and diminutive birds who doodle along the forest floor in search of worms. However, there's another idea. There was a magazine back in the 1800s called the American Turf Register and Sporting Magazine. In the July 1839 edition, an article quotes someone declaring the results of their bird hunting. "Well done to all, 9 timberdoodles and 5 quail, and only 1 shot missed." It's believed this is the first recorded use of the word timberdoodle. Perhaps this is how it got into circulation and solidified as the bird's nickname. Number 4 is the small group of shorebirds known as Godwits. There are a few ideas of how they got their name. One is that their name is an onomatopoeia. Their call sounds like their name, just like the cuckoo sound is to the cuckoo bird. Another idea has its roots in Old English. Godwit means good creature. But before sweet feelings start to take hold, realize that it was back in the 15th and 16th centuries, and probably meant in the context of the bird as a gourmet meal, as in good eating. Number 5 is the Oriole. The word Oriole comes from the Latin meaning the golden one. When Europeans arrived in North America, they saw a similar looking bird to what they had back home. It's what we know as the Baltimore Oriole. Being reminded of the Eurasian golden oriole, they bestowed it with the name Oriole. The thing is, these birds are in an entirely different family. Orioles in the Old World are from the family Oriolidae, and the orioles in the New World are in the family Icteridae, along with grackles, red-winged blackbirds, and meadowlarks. Number 6 is the shorebird Dunlin. During the breeding season, these birds have a distinctive black belly and orangey rust on their backs. When it's not the breeding season, their bellies are white, and the rest of them is a brownish gray. It is for this latter plumage from which they get their name. Go back into the English language at least to the year 1531. Dunling was what these birds were called, with dun meaning gray-brown, and the ling suffix to indicate a diminutive form. So, Dunling literally means little brown one. At some point, the G in Dunling was dropped, and they became known as just Dunlin. Number 7 on the list are the family of birds known as vireos. Nice and straightforward, vireo is Latin meaning green bird. There are 33 species in the family Vireonidae, ranging from olive green to olive gray to olive brown. Number 8 is the red-cockaded woodpecker found in the southeastern U.S. A cockade is a rosette, ornament, or knotted ribbon worn on a hat to denote one's nationality or political affiliation. So, the red-cockaded part of the bird's name refers to the tiny strip of red on the male's head. It's quite small and is often covered up. Number 9 is the avocet. There are 2 answers to this. Their genus name is Recurvirostra. In Latin, recurvus means curved backwards, and rostra means bill, which describes their slightly upturned bills. The second answer is their common name of avocet, which is thought to be derived from the Italian word avocetta. It means graceful bird, which they certainly are. And number 10 is the group of birds known as towhees. Their name comes from how their call sounds, like the cuckoo example I gave earlier. This is the call of the eastern towhee. They were given this name in 1731 by Mark Catesby, a naturalist and bird artist. So there you have it. Do you have any other bird names you'd like me to explore? If so, let me know in the comments and we can keep this going. Thank you for watching. That's all for this time. I'll see you again soon.